Minecraft has over 1,300 unique items. The inventory hasn't had a major change since 1.5 when they added item dragging. That was over 10 years ago when hoppers and droppers were added to the game. So here are 3 simple changes I think they should make to the inventory. Smarter block picker. Block picker allows us to put items in our hand that we're looking at, as long as we have them in our inventory. So if I'm looking at this log here, I can just grab it, or the brick and the cobblestone, because I've already got them in my inventory. And now I can just continuously place them by just pressing the middle click button. But this can be so much better with a really simple and elegant change. The ability to swap between the block and the tool depending on what we're already holding. For example, when we're looking at cobblestone, if we have logs in our hand and we use the block picker on cobble, it will give us the cobble. Now that we have the cobble, if we do it again, it will actually swap to the tool that is used for breaking that block. In this case, a pickaxe. And now that we have the pickaxe in our hand, if we do it again, we'll just get back to the cobble. This allows us to swap back and forth, allowing us to break any mistakes that we make. So if we're building a cobblestone wall, put a block in the wrong spot, we can just hit the button, get our pickaxe out, break it, and then continue on building. As an added bonus, this will give us a lot more room for our hotbar, as we only need 1 slot for the tool, as that tool will be swapped based on the block we're looking at. Placeholders and favorites. So we're out mining and we're down here for a long time. We want to get a lot of ore and not anything else. So you might set up your inventory like this. We've got diamonds and redstone and gold and everything pre-organized with a single item in each slot and a bunch of deep slate we've picked up. So when we go mining and pick up these ores here, we will grab these diamonds, but all the deep slate stays on the ground. This is really helpful if we're just trying to keep our inventory clean. It's really clean now and we can just see how much we're getting and we can keep going until we're ready. The problem is, if we go to drop the stuff off on a chest, we have to reorganize our inventory again, and that's really annoying. Especially if we're doing multiple trips on something that takes a lot less time to do, like getting a whole bunch of sand or other things like that. So what happens if we could just do that with placeholders, with ghost items, and it might look a little bit like this. So instead now, you see almost all the items a little transparent, they're a little harder to see. But maybe when it's actually in the game, it would be more like a blue hue, or maybe the slot itself will glow blue, just in some way to let us know that these are the items that belong in these slots, but we don't have any yet. And then once we start filling the slots up, the glow will disappear on those items. Of course, it will come back as soon as we empty that slot again, at least until we remove the placeholder on those slots. This will keep everything a lot more organized and allow us more control of what goes in our inventory. Pairing with that is favorites. Pretty much we want to stop items leaving our inventory. So in this case, we've got a bunch of junk we want to get rid of and these diamond blocks. We would favorite these diamond blocks and then go to a chest, especially like a sorting system where we can drop everything off at once, and we just hold down shift and drag through our inventory. But in this case, even if we tried to do that, the diamonds would not leave it. If we wanted to get rid of them, we would have to unfavorite them or pick them up like this and then place them in the chest. Of course, we'd do this with more practical things like torches and rockets and our tools, but it means that we can empty our inventory without having to worry about losing some of the items we want to keep in there. And item sorting. I think the game now needs some sort of item sorting. We have too many items, and I don't think I need to explain it to you, but there's a few mods that let you do it. I, for example, use Mouse Wheelie for fabric, and we can just pop into a chest over here, and we can see it's a bit of a mess. But I can press one button, and suddenly everything's looking much nicer. I think we really need this. It won't ruin using hopper systems and redstone to sort our items through amongst a bunch of chests. It's just for the individual chest, but it will make it so much easier to navigate through so many items in the game. The game has increased in items so much. You think about it, back in 1.5, you could pretty much fit every single item in the game in these 6 chests, if each item only took 1 slot. And these days, every single item in the game would fit in these 25 double chests. It's pretty much a 4 times increase in the last 10 years. Now, 10 years is a long time, but still, the inventory is pretty much the same it was back in alpha. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of my ideas, or do you have better ones yourself? Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye!